Terry Fox. Little Terry lived in the Canadian city of Port Coquitlam with his parents and 3 siblings. He was a determined boy who loved all kinds of sports and would never miss a day of school, not even when he was sick. That's not a good idea. Coming to school when you're sick, getting other kids sick, not very nice. Would you do it? His favorite game was basketball, but even though he tried his best, he was last to be chosen and played 1 minute all season. Yet, Terry kept practicing. 2 years later, he and his friend Doug were valued players on the basketball team. Being a part of a team felt natural to him. So, when his coach encouraged him to try cross-country running, he wasn't sure if he would enjoy running alone. Still, he tried, and soon he was the best distance runner in his school. He was studying to be a physical education teacher when he noticed a pain in his right knee. His parents' leg trembled when doctors said it was cancer, a disease that scientists had long been studying. Every part of our body is made of millions of healthy tiny cells. But some of the cells in Terry's knee were sick, and they were taking up room that belonged to the healthy ones. There was only one way to stop them. Of course, Terry was very upset about losing a leg. He was worried that he would never walk again. But the night before his surgery, he read the story of a guy called Dick, who had run the New York City Marathon with an artificial leg. That story was a shining light in the dark. Terry was eager to get up from bed and learn how to use his new leg. In just 3 weeks, he was back walking, and a few months later, he and his friend completed a 17-mile-long race. Terry decided to run across Canada from coast to coast, raising money for cancer research. His goal was to collect $1 for every Canadian. One spring morning of 1980, under a cold mist, he began running his Marathon of Hope. Thousands of miles of lonely highway stretched before him, even though sometimes he felt a terrible pain in his hip. His determination was stronger. Neither the heavy rain or the sweltering summer heat could stop him. Picture of Marathon of Hope, with Terry Fox's name on it, ran 99 miles. Soon, the lonely highways were not lonely anymore, but filled with people who waited for hours to run next to Terry. Thousands of people cheered for him across Ontario, and in Toronto, he even met his all-time favorite hockey player. He had covered more than 3,000 miles in 5 months when he got ill again, and doctors said he needed to go back to the hospital. Terry had to stop running, but he never gave up on his dream. His whole country was there to keep it alive. People from all walks of life came together to take his place in the battle against cancer. When the first Terry Fox run was held, sadly, Terry was not there anymore, but 300,000 runners joined in and raised millions of dollars for research. Since then, every September, runners from almost 30 countries all around the world put on their racing shoes and run for little Terry, the bold boy who believed that dreams can be made possible if we all try. Terry Fox. Terry Fox was born in Winnipeg, Canada, to a loving family. From a young age, Terry loved sports, and he took part in cross-country running and basketball throughout his teens. At only 18 years old, he was diagnosed with osteosarcoma, a type of bone cancer. To try to stop the cancer and save his life, his leg was amputated, and Terry was fitted with a prosthetic. Inspired by Dick Tram, the first amputee to complete the New York City Marathon, Terry decided to run a marathon himself. Soon after, he announced to his family that he planned to run the length of Canada to raise money for cancer. After 18 months of training, Terry was ready to run his Marathon of Hope. He began in St. John's, Newfoundland, and was greeted by just a few people. But the talk of his feat began to grow, and the Canadian public got behind him. Running almost 26 miles, 42 kilometers every day, Terry was warmly welcomed by crowds of people who cheered him on, and he raised thousands for charity. After 143 days and 3,339 miles, 5,370 kilometers, Terry was forced to end his marathon early. The cancer had worsened and making him very sick. Sadly, Terry died at the age of 22 on June 28, 1981. Even though he didn't finish his marathon, it is estimated that millions of dollars had been raised in his name. The Terry Fox Run, held annually in Canada and 30 countries across the globe, is the world's largest one-day fundraiser for cancer research. Terry's amazing story showed the strength of the human spirit against all the odds. Thank you very much for joining me today in reading Terry Fox. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.